time for Big Game Breakdown. Live odds, SBR odds, and Sportsbook Review. Make sure you're betting with a trustworthy shop. 4 o'clock Pacific. Game 1 of a doubleheader, TNT. Raptors and the Bucks. Bucks 1.5, 195 the total at home. 3 games to 2 for Toronto. Last year, round 1 led 3 games to 2, went to Indiana and lost. Round 2 led 3 games to 2, went to Miami and lost. Won both game 7s at home. Down 3 games to 2 in the Eastern Conference Finals against Cleveland. Lost at home. They had trouble early on with the Bucks' length and athleticism in the first 3 games. People were calling for it on Twitter. Dwayne Casey finally went to Powell to add him to the starting lineup and become more athletic. Valanciunas to the bench. And that was a win-win situation. Also 2 wins on the scoreboard. Throw up this graphic. The starters played much better with Powell. 68 minutes, 37 points, 11 of 18 shooting, and plus 38. Casey's quote, Powell's a spark plug. He's the X factor. So many times you're so concerned about DeRozan and Lowry, and rightfully so. So that next spark plug, the next instigator is the guy. This series has been an X factor. The next game it might be a different story. But he's done an excellent job playing off those 2 and taking what the game has given him, whether it's a 3-point shot or attack to the basket, end quote. Well, if he's so good, why didn't you play him early on? But what do you think of the move now and what Valanciunas has been able to do off the bench?
Well, the first thing I want to talk about is SBR for a minute. You know, Sportsbook Review. It's called Sportsbook Review because they review sportsbooks. We already talked about one game earlier on today's show where the half points difference between winning or losing. All right? If you have 1 account funded, you should have 2 accounts funded. Split your money in half. You have 2 accounts funded, you should have 3 accounts funded. You understand? A minimum of 3 outs for any serious bettor. And if you go to SBR, you look at their odds page, you can use their free odds. They have legitimate reviews of these offshore books. You can get an idea of what you're dealing with. It is a website that both Pauly and I use and have no hesitation recommending. That's why they sponsor the show. Now, when we talk about the bench being better with JV matching up against Greg Monroe, Monroe had been eating the Raptors' second unit up in the series. Then all of a sudden, Ross is in the starting lineup. Valanciunas is coming off the bench. And what did he do? The last 2 games, 20 points, 12 boards, and just about 44 minutes of playing time. The key, Toronto plus 26 in those minutes. He's been better than Greg Monroe. But it's a Milwaukee team now. I mean, we've seen Toronto make the adjustment. And the adjustment has resulted in back-to-back wins and covers. Now, Jason Kidd and the Bucks have to show that they can make adjustments. Because, let's be honest, they've gone from being aggressive to being timid. They have not matched Toronto's intensity over the last 2 ball games.
Greek Freak had 30 points in the last game, the loss in Game 5, but they were minus 24 when he was on the floor. He said they did a great job of setting the tone, hitting first. We have to do a better job of being ready, try and hit first and be more focused at the beginning of the game, end quote. Big key, taking care of the ball versus defensive pressure. 35 turnovers the last 2 games. They've been taken out of the flow with Toronto as well. What do you think? They couldn't do it last year. Does Toronto close them out tonight?
Well, the Raptors seem to be a type of team that responds very, very well to adversity. But when they're sitting in the driver's seat, we haven't seen the level of maturity from Toronto to be able to close out this series. I know the Raptors they've clearly been the better team the last 2 games. I wouldn't be shocked if they close them out tonight. But you know what? Not with my money. It'd be Milwaukee or pass for me in this one.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.